We are live. Hello, everyone. Happy to have you for our demo day. It's one of these time when we have the opportunity to have BGA members willing to present what they are doing, and of course in a fun way because it's demo day, which means like actually everyone will have the opportunity to present, to showcase on live the platform, the game, depending on what they are building, and what is fun is that at the end of each session you will have a question to answer, and we will pick one of the winner. We'll have the opportunity to win an NFT, a prize, a reward based on the project. So it's gonna be fun, and because we have 4 projects today, I will be very quick and I will let. I think the first one will be Drew. Drew, if you willing to start, be the first to showcase. You have the stage.
Sure. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very excited to be here. So my name is Drew Beller. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Spanning Labs. And Spanning Labs is an interoperability solution, but it's an interoperability solution that's a bit different from what exists today in the marketplace. So a lot of interoperability solutions today are really focused on asset bridging. How do I move my value from Ethereum over to Near Protocol or Solana? And the problem with that is it's an awful user experience, especially for games. If I have to go create a new wallet and buy new gas tokens and wait 30 minutes for my bridge to settle and then claim my wrap tokens on the other side and do another stable swap to get the right version of the wrap token, that can really break the gaming experience. So we've developed a solution called ownership bridging, which allows your user to stay on whatever network they start on, use the wallet they already have, use the gas token they already have, and use your application no matter what network it is on. Imagine someone being able to buy your main character NFT and trade for items on OpenSea, all with their Ethereum wallet, but then have the gas fees that are associated with running your backend and your logic on Near Protocol or Avalanche or Solana. So really focused on making the user experience better and also making the developer experience better, which I'll get into a little bit more. But why don't I start with a demo so you can see just how everything works.
Welcome to the Spanning Labs demo application. Here you can mint and transfer both multi-chain tokens and NFTs utilizing the Spanning network. Let's get 2 users connected with different networks and MetaMask accounts. User 1 will use Mumbai and user 2 will use Rinkeby. The first section of the demo app is showcasing a multi-chain token, Debugs. We're going to mint some Debugs for the transfer part of the demo. In this case, when we're minting, the underlying ERC contract is deployed on Fuji. Now let's transfer these tokens as if they are native, meaning there's no custodying of assets and no wrapped assets. After hitting transfer, the request is submitted on Rinkeby and the transaction is settled on Fuji and then read by Mumbai. You can now see the updated balance on the Mumbai user. The same concept works for NFTs. Let's have the Rinkeby user send the Mumbai user a Jade NFT. When the NFT is transferred, nothing changes from the original base contract of the NFT. It remains on Fuji. The Rinkeby user has access to the same functionality and utility as the Mumbai user. Thanks for watching the Spanning Labs demo, and be sure to check it out real time at demo.spanning.network and follow us on Twitter for more updates.
Awesome. Yeah, so it's always helpful to have more diagrams and pictures. So let me also pull up some of our documentation. And I can show you a little bit under the hood what's going on. So the really cool thing about that demo, and if you want to play with that demo, it's demo.spanning.network, and these docs are at docs.spanning.network. But there was only one ERC20 token, and there was only one ERC721 token that the developer had to deploy. and they deployed those single contracts on the Fuji network. But no matter what network the user was on, they had that same exact experience. They can mint from their native wallet, they could transfer from their native wallet, and they could use their native gas. So this is what's going on under the hood. We, as the spanning network, have gone and deployed our relay network, BOSS, the blockchain operating system, as well as these network endpoints that we call delegates on all of the networks we support. These network endpoints are smart contracts. So you might have a smart contract on Ethereum that a user or your application can use internally to send a message or a cross-chain contract execution request through our relay network to something on the other side. One thing that Alicia, who was speaking in the video, mentioned was that we're non-custodial, which is very important to our security model. But also what really makes this so unique under the hood. So user A will always own whatever DApp B is, whether that's an NFT, whether that's an ERC20 token, whether that's just some core functionality of your game and they're running some logic or collecting some rewards directly. There's no point in the process where Spanning Labs or any other third party owns those assets or is creating a derivative asset to represent something like you commonly see with asset bridging today. Everything is held directly in the user's name and only in the user's name. How do we do that? And what do we ask you to do to integrate? Is upgrade to spanning addresses or multi-chain addresses. So everywhere in an EVM that you're using a bytes 32 for your addressing space, we ask you to use a bytes 32, which contains the user's local address, drew.eth, but also the domain ID identifier from chainlist.org that they're coming from. So really trying not to invent new standards here. We have to pack it somehow, but this bytes 32 is the most efficient way, and we've seen buy-in from people like MetaMask and Rainbow Wallet on using this format. But those domain IDs are an accepted standard. So if you're familiar with chainlist.org, hopefully you're not as familiar as I am, but you know that Ethereum is domain ID 1 and Rinkeby is domain ID 4 and Goerli is domain ID 5. And now your user addresses start to look like this, but your user doesn't have to go create an address. This mapping isn't stored anywhere by us, again, non-custodial. And you don't really have to think about it either. All of this will get generated under the hood. And we've really tried to focus on making integration as easy as possible. So if you want to deploy your own version of that demo app, you can follow our ERC20 token tutorial or our 721 tutorial, and also all of the code and for the web app for the front end as well. But if you want to just dive in and start it on your own to start building, we've also tried to make that as easy as possible. So a lot of interoperability solutions today will require you to deploy on multiple networks, will require you to do a lot of heavy-handed integration and kind of understand what's going on with the interoperability protocol to make sure things are secure. But we don't want that for you. We want to make integration as easy as possible. So usually the first line of code you're writing for your assets is import at OpenZeppelin/ERC721 or 1155 or ownable or access control or ERC20. If you replace that OpenZeppelin with spanning and import the spanning version of these base contracts, we do that conversion for you from the 20-byte addresses to the 32-byte addresses. And then everything works as normal. They're fully backwards compatible. Local users can still trade on OpenSea and SushiSwap, and you get access to these multi-chain users on other chains right away. I will stop here to save time for other people and leave everybody with a question. So I think you're supposed to post in the chat and correct me if I'm wrong, but
I just share it with you.
Yes. What makes spanning different from other interoperability solutions? So there are a lot of possible answers you could give here, but
yeah. It's actually an easy one, and I think you answered that question very rapidly in your presentation. So it's a given for everyone for sure. It's very interesting. Thank you very much for that presentation, Drew. Any way we could make sure any game developers who would like to be in contact with you, what will be the best way?
Yes. So let me actually send a link in the chat.
Yeah.
If you go to this link,
Okay.
Doesn't look like I have access to the chat, but if you go to the link that Lewis will share soon, that's the link to our partnership form as well as our documentation. If you fill out that partnership form, someone will be in contact shortly, and we can start to explore how to integrate this for your game and what the different possible architectures we can do to help you save gas and reach more users across Web3.
Okay, great. Luis, I will let you do that. Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Oh,
Just shared it. And
you.
I'm seeing there are a couple of answers. So Drew, your call, are they the correct answers you're looking for?
Yes. So I think the from Solid Mage saying spanning network doesn't custody assets. I think that's really one of the big differentiating factors between us and other interoperability networks. And
this one here, Solid Mage.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So Solid Mage, you're the first winner of today. Congratulations. And Drew, let us know what the price is. What did Solid Mage won?
I actually have to check with Dylan if he made any prior commitments.
Yeah, I think it's an NFT, Spanning Lab multi-chain NFTs, if I understood correctly. But we will check with the team for sure to make sure, because we're not sure ourselves as well. We will give you visibility on that for sure.
We will
Awesome.
definitely get you your prize.
Yeah, absolutely. So Solid Mage, we'll send you a form, a link to a form here in the comments. Please make sure to fill it out so you can claim your prize. And thank you again for participating and congratulations.
Awesome. Thanks again, Andrew. Thanks again, Drew, for the presentation.
Thank you for having me.
So next one, I would like to welcome Jacob. Jacob, if you're ready, you have the stage as well. It's your turn.
Sure, we can go with me. Okay, so hi guys. So my name is Jakub or Jacob, and I'm responsible for the overall management and business development at HashUp. What we do is a decentralized game shop and infrastructure for game distribution in Web3. Today, I'm going to introduce you to two of the several elements of our ecosystem, namely our first of many more shops and a tool for developers to very quickly release their Web 2 or Web 3 game in a couple of minutes. But before I give you an overview, I have to show you one graphic that will explain you how our digital cartridges work. So let me share screen. Okay, I believe there's live. So
perfect. You're good to go.
It's a combination of the standard game license and the RC20 standard. This allows you to get something that has a similar character to real CD media. I will say more on the real product to show you the possibilities it offers. Here is our first shop using our protocol. As you can see, it works and you can buy your first games on it for USDC, so stablecoin. This is how it looks like. It's prepared for gamers especially. So let's go to the game profile. And now I will show you how to buy a game for a cryptocurrency, because I think this is mega simple here. We are working on the Polygon network, so all you have to do is to have some Matic on your wallet, Polygon network, of course, and some USDC. So here you are connected to this site, and I have to connect my wallet with it, sign it, and right now, I believe I have amount funds to buy this game. I have to agree and buy this game, accept on my MetaMask. And right now, the game is going to my wallet. Such a token can be used with our PC launcher, which is downloadable from our website. Now I have to add token. As you can see, I have this license on my wallet. For example, here, this is one game of our platform. And now game is on my digital crypto wallet. As I said before, in order to play it, you have to have at least one unit and download our PC launcher. But unfortunately, at the moment, it only works on Windows. Apple macOS version will be available by the end of this year. I think I will show you it on the next demo day. And now the best thing is that such license on your wallet can be set to another user, and you can still make money on it as a creator, because this is work like that. You have this creator fee, and on every transaction, this is going to directly to the game creator. So this is a possibility to have secondary market here, and users can just send this game to each other. Of course, this is fully customized by the game developer. Okay. In addition, such a license can have a liquidity pool, which means that it will have a free market price, and swap between games are possible, but it is up to the creator to allow this. If we mention creators, let's move to the creator service, which is game contract. So now I will show you how to publish a game with this such a easy tool. But let me connect MetaMask again with it. Maybe I would just go like this. Okay, now I'm connected with the site and I can publish a game. This is a form that consists of a few simple steps, and underneath is a smart contract generator. So here it is, a form which right now I have to choose my business model. That means, did I want to have a limit supply or limit fee for exchange? Here I have a couple options, but let's stick to the normal for normal games like Indie or AAA Plus. Okay, so now I will create a blockchain game alliance game, but of course this is gonna be on the testnet, so don't worry that you're gonna have to pay for BGA. So I have to fill the form, enter the number of supply, fee for turnover, let's say it's 10. And now I have to choose a cartridge covers. Let's say I'm gonna go with BGA. I have to copy URL, paste it here. And now you can see it's changing. Of course, I can set up some profile changes. This is cosmetic, but you know, everything should be perfect. Here we have some preview of this. I have to set some descriptions, medias, etc. Some metadata thing that is necessary to stand well on our platform. So now create a cartridge, and I'm sorry, but I think my MetaMask has some troubles with that. But generally speaking, yeah, this is working. Okay, so as you can see here, now all you have to do is to create a cartridge. So this is smart contract for C20 cartridge. And now, I'm sorry, but we have some technical troubles with my MetaMask. So I'm go with that. Okay. I think all you have to do now is to go to your MetaMask wallet, to your profile here, look at your games. For example, here I have generated blockchain game alliance game have to manage. You can manage here some number. You can just set a fixed price, and of course, in order to just send files of your game, you have to do this here on game contract. All we need is a Node.jrmn file. So this is standard for distribution like Steam or Epic. So this is quite the same, and we are compatible with Web2 games and Web3. And last thing I want to show you guys is that we are creating protocol, not only a place to, let's say, Steam on the Web3. We also want to integrate our protocol with third-party marketplaces and sell games with them also. So for creators, this is very good model because they can simultaneously sell their license on multiple platforms and marketplaces. And yeah, I think I will stop my presentation here and just ask you a question regarding to my presentation. So my question is, in what token standard are games published on the HashUp protocol? And that's only it.
Perfect. So everyone can answer the question that Jakob just asked. And actually, thank you very much for the presentation, Jakob. It was very good. I had the chance to go through the platform for sure before, but it's very good to allow everyone to understand the platform from a buyer perspective, but also from a game developer perspective. So it's very good to see that. Thanks again. And I think we already got a lot of very quick feedback.
Okay, so I have to choose randomly.
Yes, you have to choose.
Yeah.
Your responsibility right now.
It's up to you.
It's up to me. So Todd, you are the winner. Todd Pham.
Awesome. Congrats, Todd.
Okay, awesome. So Todd, same as before, I'll send you a link to a form. Please fill it out so you can claim your prize. And maybe Jacob, what's the price? Can you tell us?
Yeah, the price is one of our game on the form of the digital cartridges. This is gonna be game Lumencraft or a Crypto Miners Tycoon. We will choose randomly. So congratulations, Todd, and I hope you will just try it.
And now we need to develop a game for Blockchain Game Alliance. That's cool to publish in the platform. Thank you again, Jakob. Going to the next speaker will be George from Cosmic Factions. If you're ready, George.
Is it George or me?
Yeah, George. Yes.
Okay, then it's another product.
Oh yeah, it's true. It's Vladan. Yeah. It's my eyes got crazy, so my fault. It's Vladan. I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's Cosmic Factions now.
It's Cosmic Factions.
Okay,
Sorry,
got it. No issue. So yeah, hi. I already was here a couple of days ago, so maybe some of you will still remember. But pretty much what Cosmic Factions is, it's gamify infrastructure, allowing existing Web2 games to easily deploy and transition over to the Web3 space, and also enabling everyone to build a game just by using our simple tools, pretty much drag and drop, and you can create a whole game of your own, which has no limitations in terms of art style or game style. So you can go from 2D to 3D and whatever you want to build. And with that said, let me just switch over to the presentation. Just one moment. Okay, I hope everyone can see it.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so pretty much what you're seeing right now, this is our metaverse. The name is Wortel. It will change a bit in the future. This is the current state of it. It just gives you a feeling of how it will feel, how it will behave, how your character will look. And also, the most important part about this is that this is your starting point. So, which means that when you come to Cosmic Factions, you start on Wortel, and from Wortel, you'll be able to access all the different games that are deployed or built directly on the platform. So the important things about Wortel, there will be, of course, some fun activities on it, pretty much from live events to you can use it for marketing activities, meet up with friends. So pretty much your standard metaverse things that you can do. There's also some fun things you could do, like collecting some random items and so on. We just put this as a small example there. So you could collect those diamonds. But as I said, the main part about it are the games that will be developed directly on Portal. So let me just quickly find the console, which we just hid in the corner because it's still in testing mode. But this console that you see here, this is actually one of the possibilities how you can access an externally deployed game on the platform. So pretty much you can directly access it from here. I apologize because of the music. Had to enter the game in order to to turn it off. But pretty much, this is just a simple game. So this is a game that we used actually for testing. So this is actually an external game that was ported onto our platform. So it wasn't developed on the platform. It's actually developed by one of our developers actually a couple of years ago, and we just used it for testing. So it's just a simple game. As I said, the main reason for having this game is actually just showing how it will work. I will just let my character now quickly die so we can continue. And that was how you access a game actually. So pretty simple, pretty easy. For 2D games, this is all happening on the web right now. So for 2D games, there won't be even a loading time or something like that. It's really easy. Of course, they're a bit more heavy 2D games as well. So for some of them, there might be that you cannot access them through the console, as I showed you, but you'll need to use the portals, which will be implemented actually for all the 3D games. So then when you go for a portal, you're becoming a whole new scene, which you can fully design as you like and create a game or even a second metaverse if you want to. So you have really no restrictions whatsoever. The second part is, of course, this was how you can deploy our already existing game. But however, you have also the possibility to build a game, and not only to build one, but actually to build one without using any code at all. So this is version 1 of it. I'll just walk you quickly through it, so just so you understand what's happening. So you'll have also Creators Marketplace, which is a marketplace similar to the Unity Asset Store. Just in our case, everything will be an NFT form. So you can literally go to the marketplace as you would do on the Unity store. You have people who are uploading their designs there and selling them. And here in the right corner, we sadly don't have anything now to show, but here you'll see all your assets that you bought actually from the asset store. Of course, you'll also have some standard assets that will come included immediately out of the box. There aren't too many right now. Those are only a couple of them that only for presentation, for demonstration purpose. But this is how it will work. So you literally just enter the retro console, the development mode, and you can just grab, drop objects. You can, sorry, I'm just dropping some random objects here, not really trying to make them look too pretty, but this is just pretty much to show you how easy it is actually to drop objects there. And if we now go back to the game, you can see they're immediately there. Uh, they already have colliders applied and everything you need, so pretty much from the scalability and so on. So which means that you do not need to do any adjustments whatsoever. It's everything already done for you. In the second phase, this is just the first one. So here you can actually just put different objects on the metaverse, place them and so on. In the second version of it, you'll be able actually to do terraforming, which means that the whole world, you'll be able actually to change the environment, how it looks, create ambience like forests, snow, water, and so on. And in version 3, that's when we'll add actually the interesting part, which are the game mechanics. So this means that when you drop, for example, like a plant like I did here, you can actually add some functionality to the plant. And you can pretty much just select from a drop-down menu what the plant should do. So if you touch it, if it heals you, how much it will heal you, if it hurts you, if it just plays some random sounds or something like that. And this will go for all the objects that you're using actually. So even when you drop NPCs, you can fully decide what they're doing, how they're behaving, how strong their action will be, and so on. So really creating this possibility to build a full game, actually even more complex games by really using no code. And there will be other features as well. So everyone knows that when you're creating a game, there's actually a lot of small mechanics or scripts that you usually would need to code and to implement in a game. We'll have all of those already pre-built. So it will be like just dropping For example, if you want to go to a second scene or something like that, you can just drop an object and you can select pretty much again from the drop down menu, go to second scene, you'll just select to which scene it goes. So really everything without using a single line of code. Uh, if someone is familiar with, for example, Unity and tried out some of the Unity add-ons, which enables something similar, you might even be familiar with some of the features. So what we're trying to do here is really go with something familiar that is kind of intuitive. So you don't need actually a learning curve or something like that. You can just jump in and start building straight away. And I'll just stop this here.
Awesome.
And we have actually another part, which I apologize. It's a bit hard to present it live because it's in VR. This is why I will share actually a video of it. So just give me 1 second to select the proper screen. And should be this one. So apologize for the format. This is actually the format that you will get when recording directly in your VR headset. But this is pretty much to have a glimpse of how it looks actually in VR. So pretty much what you're seeing right now, this is your character. So the one from before, this time you are the character. So you have really this first person view of it. So you can see it's absolutely the same world from before. You just have it this time fully transferred into VR. There are a couple of changes. Obviously, not all the games will be available in both VR and web. So this is why when you go to build a game by using the drag and drop tools, you'll be able to decide actually if you want to build your game for VR, if you want to build your game only for the web, or if you want actually a combination of both of it. All the tools will also be available in VR. Sadly, at this point, we do not have the tools ready to show you how the tools will work in the VR version. But pretty much like you saw before, pretty much drag and drop. It will be the same in VR. Just this time, you can literally just get your joystick and move your hand around and really decide where to drop the tools and everything. Hopefully, we'll be able actually to present this at the second demo day, so you can also see how the development tools will work in the VR version. So this is just a small thing now we implemented here. Pretty much there's also a small game that we also added as a placeholder just to show how it will work. And we just added kind of a fun thing because if you remember, I mentioned before those crystals that you can collect on the metaverse just for fun. Well, here we added some functionality for them. So you need to find a crystal to put it in order to be able to start the game. This is just a simple game. So as the last one, those are just some small placeholders just used for our internal testings and to show how it will actually, how the game access will look like. And maybe I will jump over the scene because I think I spent a bit too much time playing around with it. I just couldn't figure it out properly. But another thing we have implemented are some other side activities, and pretty much we'll have probably a lot of those activities. They just pretty much know. We just need to figure out what's fun to do, and so on. So once the platform is live, we'll actually add functionality so you can come up with your fun things to do on the metaverse and implement them directly. So not only in your game, but actually there'll be room even for doing something like this in the metaverse. So I apologize, my drawing skills aren't the best, so I just draw some random infinity signs and some other things. Actually, when we tested it out live at the event last month, there were some people who made really cool pictures, actually. Sadly, I cannot reproduce those.
Still better than me, so you're good.
Yeah, I was just randomly trying. But I think we can stop it here. Because that's pretty much it. So this is the VR part also, which is already working at this point. Sadly, I just couldn't present it live, so this is why the video.
Sure. I'm glad. And in which or what headsets is it available?
Yes, so we will have multiple headsets. So this is what you saw right now. I'm using the Oculus, but it will be also available on the HTC headsets as well. And we'll be probably adding even more support for other headsets, but pretty much those are the two we're working internally right now with. And as of the question, so maybe you remember I mentioned in the beginning, but who will be able to publish games on Cosmic Factions?
Yeah, and thanks, Vladan, for the presentation. It's very cool because we had you on the new members presentation with Luis this Tuesday, having the opportunity for 10 minutes to share the activity of what you're doing. And now having a bigger view of what you're building is very cool. And thank you for that. And of course, new features will come along the way. Feel free to be on the next demo day for sure. We'll be happy to have you for sure.
I will looking forward to it, and thank you for having me, especially twice this week.
So I think we're gonna give sometimes, right? Luis, what do you think? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah.
But tell me.
Yeah, we have an answer, but Vladan, what do you think about this Solid Mage's answer?
Just looking for it.
It's on the comments.
Yeah, I think we can let it go.
Yeah,
it's pretty much. It is actually everyone.
You
because
can be picky. You can be picky for sure. No problem.
Yeah, no, it's good. The answer
good.
is good. We can
Solid
take it.
Mage then again.
It is true. There's also existing games, Web2 games, that can directly deploy on the platform. So that was just missing a small piece of it. But still, the answer is correct.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, Solid Mage, you already have your form. If you already filled it out and you cannot fill it out again, please also send us an email, and we'll get back to you. That would be that would be the other option. But yeah, congratulations again for winning, and let's move on to our next presenter, Flav.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks again for the presentation, Vladan. And yes, George, it's your turn.
So just give me a second to share my full screen.
Yeah. You're good.
So, perfect. So, hi everyone. My name is George. I'm COO and co-founder of GamersXP. I'd like to thank BGA for inviting us and giving us this opportunity to showcase our MVP product. So you're going to ask us, what is GamersXP? As we like to call it, it's like a bridge between the Web 2 gaming into the Web 3 space. How did we achieve that? We have used Overwolf's framework, where we created our MVP product and created our beginning of our ecosystem. As we can see here, the user needs to connect his wallet in order to use any other functions and sections in the app. So let me connect my wallet. So we have it on Polygon. Our native token is GMXP, GamersXP token. Over here is going to bring all available GMXP tokens of our user. We have Matic, Polygon Matic, which is used for gas fees for other transactions in the ecosystem. We have the history of completed challenges that our users have made throughout the uses of the app. And right now we can go to the skill test. So the skill test, the user can find free daily challenges where they can play for free. They don't have to buy anything. They just start earning GMXP tokens. We have the challenges and bonus challenges. We have our first 4 Web2 games. We have Rocket League, Fortnite, CSGO, and PUBG. For now, I need to open PUBG in order to to see how the rewarding it works. But actually, we create. I have it on window in order to just give me a second for it to open. So we create the challenges are created by us, and the user need to achieve these challenges, trigger these challenges through the game in order to get rewarded. For the free challenges, we usually use some simple stuff, and for the challenges and bonus challenges, because in order to unlock this, you need to buy one of the schemes for each game. So when the user buy this scheme, it's going to unlock the bonus challenges, get double token rewards. Right now we're building our raffle. It's not ready yet. The users who buy the schemes are going to have a free raffle entry. And let's hope we're going to have a game soon in order to... You can hear me correct?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Yeah. So the main reason we created this, it's because we wanted to attract mainstream gamers into Web3 space. We found there was a gap in here. Through the statistics we managed to find, there are approximately 2.2 billion users around the world, not only PC, but console and mobile gamers. But actually there are around 82, if I'm not mistaken, crypto wallets active. So there is a small portion of the gamers around the world that are currently playing into the crypto space. So let me do this. So just type, because I don't know if anybody wants to see the whole game. So it's gonna take just 2 seconds to kill myself. Hope we can find something here too.
But the user experience in the platform is very smooth, as you just showed before.
We try to keep it as simple as possible, because as you said, casual gamers around the world, for some reasons, they didn't get into the crypto space yet. And this is something what we'll try to keep it as user-friendly as we can in order to... so it already gave the reward. So for the daily, I like to play alone, just play a solo game. So trigger behind it trigger, the user trigger the challenges and got rewarded. So we know he was rewarded with 2.2 GamersXP. We can because I have the scheme active, I got the double reward, so I go to 0.4. Right here, we can see again the balance, the tokens acquired through the day, and how many other tokens are available for the user to get today. So let me close the game because we don't need it anymore. Also, we're trying one thing, because all the events as the users are playing, we are saving it on our server. So as many kills, how many shots, games played. So one of the things, so let me stop sharing. One of the things we're trying to create is the proof of achievement NFTs, which we're gonna have in our platform. Proof of achievement is gonna be something like vanity NFTs. So because we are saving all these information for our gamers. So we're gonna create those NFTs in order for them to showcase. It's gonna be something that's soul-bound. They're not going to be able to transfer them, but they're gonna be dynamically all these skills and everything. We're gonna update dynamically through the NFT, and our users can showcase around many platforms and everything. And we'll, like every project, we're gonna try to, with the metaverse, to have some integrations and everything. So this from me.
Perfect. It's very cool to go through the platform. Thank you very much, George, for the presentation. Do you remember your question to ask to everyone?
Yeah, actually was which 4 games are currently on our platform.
Easy.
I hope we've got some PC gamers with us today.
Even if you're not, you should be able to answer that question. So yeah.
Skill gaming. So he was the first to answer. Gaming. So let's go with skill gaming. The price, I need to speak with Christos, but I believe it was 1 or 2 months of our scheme for the user to have for free the scheme. So you're gonna have the double acquisition of the GamersXP token.
Awesome, cool. Thank you very much, George. It was fast, skill gaming. You got it right very fast. Thank you very much. I think we're good here. Thank you. Thank for all the speakers to let us the opportunity to present your project. It was very fun. It was good, and I see you for the next demo day. For the audience, next week will be our token 2049, but we will have still some lives for you. I hope to see you there for some of you, and if not, I have a great weekend for everyone. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
See you.